Hey everyone, good to see you all, or you get to see me. I wanted to take us through something fun, pajama Pilates mat workout, because I know if I was at home and doing videos, which I do once in a while, I don't necessarily change into my workout clothes. I might just stick in my pajamas, throw my hair up, and call it good. So I thought, well, hey, let me join that party with you. All right. So I hope you took some fun, dug out some pajamas that you really are super comfy in, or maybe you never took them off. And let's do a Pilates workout. You'll need two props and have some fun with this too. A roll of toilet paper. Hopefully you got one that you're willing to use in a different manner. I did stuff mine with a pair of socks just to give it some structure. All right, because we're going to use it for a prop. We'll be doing things with it. And then the other thing have handy is a towel for some of us. If you use a headrest on your reformer, you might want that towel for your head, or a couple. Fold it up as much as you need to. And then also when we do some full body roll-ups, some of us are going to throw it under our lumbar spine, and just to give us a little more feeling of manipulation of and articulation. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to put these two props off to the side, except the towel. I'll put that under my head just for the start, just so for those of you know, oh, that's when I use the towel. And again, fold it up as much. All right, and then go ahead and just maneuver yourself so you're laying on your back. Now, my pajama pants have pink flamingos on them, so that might not come as a surprise. And then I just got a nice big old medium weight sweatshirt on that is comfy and good to wear. And yes, it matches. All right, so I want you to start off, just take a moment, feet flat, sit bone distance apart. Take a moment to feel the length in your spine. Think about your neutral now. There's that little breath of air under the lumbar spine. The pelvis is laying steady and level, and the rib cage is gently resting into your mat. Open in the neckline, open in the shoulder and arms, easy at your side. Let's turn the palms up to the ceiling just to help facilitate those shoulders rolling open. If that feels extra tight today, you can rest on your pinky edge, or you could go palm down for a moment and just slowly take yourself there. But let's just practice going into imprint and neutral. All right, so you're going to tilt your pelvis, and I know with pajamas it's a little hard to tell, but I am going to smash that space, that breath of air. Let my tailbone curl up a little, and then I want to achieve neutral again. So I want you thinking about working both directions. And as you go into your imprint, minimize your leg power. Think about your core power from your pubic bone to your belly button, on tucking it up under the rib cage to get you into that imprint, and then to bring you back into neutral. Feel the back extensors press lightly up on you. Let's do 4. And there's a breath, breathing in, breathing out. 2, and 1 more. All right, so that was the upper body manipulating the spine. That felt really good. Throw in a few more. I'm going to take the towel away just because it's not what I need. Chin to the chest. Remember our head nods? All right, so I want to manipulate that cervical spine now. So inhale, pull the chin towards your chest. Notice my head did not leave my mat, so I'm still resting on my mat. And then coming back to neutral. If you have the towel under you, you're doing the exact same thing. You're going to keep your head resting on your towel. So it's not a big move. All right. But we are going to make it bigger. Go ahead and turn your palms to the floor. Pull the chin towards the chest. And then let's scoop up like we're going to do our 100. But we're not there yet. All right, just scoop up, breathe in, and then press your way down and lengthen. And then chin to the chest. Exhale. Scoop your way up. Breathe in, lengthen down. 3 more. Chin to the chest. Feel yourself leave the mat. Arms hover, fingers reach towards your feet. And then everything's coming down. And chin to the chest, exhale. Breathe in and lengthen down. And chin to the chest, exhale. Pull up and lengthen down. Going back down to lower body. I want you to go into your imprint. Now hold your imprint. Tabletop your right leg. Put it down. Tabletop your left leg. Put it down. So just keep alternating for me. Your goal right now is to be able to maintain your imprint as you switch from leg to leg, side to side. And tabletop, and put it down. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, put it down. Breathing in, breathing out. I'm going to do one more right and one more left. That will make me even. Hopefully you're even too. But then I'm going to tabletop that right leg, leave it there. Still got my imprint. Tabletop my left leg as well. So just glue into that imprint right there. Now, an opposite move. So you're going to dip your right toe down and pull up. Dip your left toe down and pull up. Now, this is a tricky move. You might get a little bit like halfway down and say, ooh, I'm going to lose my imprint if I go any further. I want you to stay with imprint. So, and don't be surprised if maybe as you go along, you feel like, oh, I can get a little more depth with that dip. And down. I'm wearing a new pair of toe socks I got a whole new batch for us. So for my toe socks people, I got a whole new batch. I had to spend money somehow. All right, and one more right. And pull. One more left. And pull. Good. Let's pull the knees into the chest. Let the tailbone really curl. Let yourself really get in a good imprint. And now pull the chin towards the chest as well and scoop up. So you're making yourself into that ball. Breathe in and exhale. Lengthen your way down. Chin to the chest. Exhale. Scoop your way up. Inhale. Lengthen your way down. Let's get 3 more. Chin to the chest. Exhale. Scoop and lengthen. Maximize that lift. Let's get those spinal muscles to release and the ab muscles to lengthen. Last one, chin, chest, exhale, inhale. And I'm going to lengthen that head down. Keep holding those legs and just give me a little rock, hip side to hip side, just like we do after some of our tower moves, right? And further you go. So hopefully you're feeling a little warm already, or maybe you're even regretting your flannels. So, but you're stuck with them now. All right, and then stabilize yourself, putting one foot down, other foot. Let's go back to a neutral pelvis, neutral spine, sit bone distance, easy legs. Now the arms, we're going to play around with those. Remember our upper body arm work series on the reformer? Well, let's go something similar to that. So I want you to just let the arms come up and down, and we'll do 5, all right? And you can imagine, oh yeah, when I'm pressing down and I got my hands in those straps, I got to really engage that core. So go for it. And just getting some shoulder mobility. Now do the V, go on that diagonal, and we'll do 5. And 3, I'm exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. 1 more. And then straight out to the side, T's. Now I want you to hover over the floor. Don't drag the arms on the floor. Just be right over it. Breathe in, breathe out. 2. And we skip the triceps just because. Circles coming up, out, pull. Now we can add some flexion just like we do. Chin to the chest and scoop. Lay it out, breathing in. Scoop it up. Slide that rib cage towards your pelvis. And just feel that upper body leave the mat. Other direction. Breathing in. And just like with our straps, this direction is easier to achieve a nice high scoop. So go for it. And 2 more. And last one. Coming all the way up, scooping. And lay it out. Now, I want you to reach your right arm past your head. Think about leading with your thumb. Your thumb is up on your left arm. And we're just going to slice those arms through. Think like a pair of scissors. And what I want you to pay attention to is the shoulders staying away from your earlobe. So you still have that nice open neckline. And your rib cage is not going with the arm. It's staying steady and still. So remember how I always break up the moves? We're either stabilizing that spine or mobilizing that spine. We're stabilizing right now. Good. And then 1 more right, 1 more left. And then both arms up and both arms reach. And then, double the weight, double the challenge of stabilizing that rib cage. So again, let those reach with the arms. Now, if your thumb's making it to the mat behind you, excellent. And you're keeping that rib cage down. If you're not quite there, just work in the range. That does feel good. I haven't seen you guys in over 2 weeks, so I don't know necessarily how your bodies are moving. So this is a good time to really go, hey, wait a second. I can pay attention to how I feel, how I'm working, what I did yesterday, and how it makes me feel now. One last one. And then I want you to just go ahead and circle the arms all the way. Watch out for that toilet paper. And pull. All right, promised you the 100, right? So grab that roll of toilet paper, pull into an imprint, pull leg up, and let's put that roll of toilet paper right between your knees, all right? And you're just gonna give it a nice gentle squeeze. Remember, if you didn't put anything in between in the roll, it's gonna squeeze even more so. And then chin to the chest, exhale, flex on up and be in that scoop. All right, and then arms are gonna pump and we're gonna breathe in for 5 and exhale. Breathing in and exhale. Keep it going. The only thing moving is your arms. Check your head nod. Feel that scoop. Maybe drive that belly button in a little harder. I am keeping track. 2 more rounds. Breathing in and exhale. Breathing in. I think I threw one in. And exhale. Breathe in and hold. Lay it all out. Let's get those 5 extras just like we do in class. 5, 4. Give that toilet paper a little squeeze. And 2. And last one. And good. All right. Putting the feet down. Let's not lose that toilet paper. I'm going to have you still keep it in between your knees. Now your upper body keeps coming down. And we're going to get some hip rolls going. So feet flat, sit bone distance apart. A little squeeze on the toilet paper. So remember how we practiced our imprint. Go into imprint. And I want you to just give me a little hover. All right. Just think of your pelvis just hovering over the mat. Breathe in. Exhale. Press back down into the mat. Press into your imprint. And then go ahead and achieve that neutral. And then inhale, tilt. Give me a little hover. Press down. We're going to do 2 more like that. We're doing this incrementally. Again, if you're doing good, you can go for the full range of motion, but I wanted to break it down for the majority of us. Let's see where those bodies are at. All right, so I am going to go a little higher on the next 4. Tilt, lift the pelvis, and just feel very heavy into the rib cage zone now. And then press on down and get that neutral. You're going for your articulation of your spine. Trying to feel like you can move each and every vertebrae, initiating with the tailbone, and then making your way up. Giving that yoga block, that toilet paper, a little squeeze, up. And then I'm going to go for my full range now on the next 4. So tilt, roll. Now I want to feel the body weight across my shoulder blades, my head and neck are easy. Inhale, exhale. Rolling down. Breathe into the back of your thighs, your hamstrings. They're going to start talking to you. If you don't give them that oxygen, maybe they're already talking to you and you're shaking a leg out. That's good. Regroup. Squeeze. And rolling down. It's a little different. When our feet are up on the foot bar, we can get a little more feeling like we lift high. But it's all there. I'm going to just do one more for good measure because I lost count. And breathe in and breathing out. Good. Toilet paper off to the side. Take a moment. Let's hug the knees into the chest again. I want you to go into a good imprint. Chin to the chest. Exhale. Scoop up and lay it out. Now this next scoop, we're going to stay up there. Chin to the chest. Exhale. Scoop up. Now see if you can stay in that scoop. Push your legs away into tabletop. And you're going to put both hands on your right knee. And then just stretch your left leg out. Take an inhale, exhale, switch. Now this is called single leg stretch in mat Pilates. All right. You want to think about your bicycle moves. on the foot bar when we're doing single leg, or your bicycle moves when we're got our feet in the straps and we're doing tower. Push into the springs. Push into the springs. Staying up in your scoop as much as you can. If that scoop is not working for you, you put that head down. You still anchor into that core. All right, and then let's get back up. If you regrouped, you're good to go. Give me 4, 3, 2, 1. Both legs to tabletop. Everybody's heads down. Take the legs long, everybody. Take a moment. Just let the hamstrings lengthen. Maybe play around with those ankles for a moment. Flex and point. That'll help get the calf muscles. It'll drop down through the back of the knee, back of those thighs. All right, and then see if you can keep the feet pointed. Pull the chin towards the chest. Get back up into your scoop. And again, let's hold on to that right leg. And I want you to let your left leg go away from you. And just give me a nice reach and lift. And then hold on to the left leg and give me a nice reach with the right leg. And lift and switching. Think of your develope, how we touch that foot bar and we pull that leg back up. You touch that foot bar and pull that leg back up. Like to use that exhale. Help me pull that leg. And there's a nice reach and lift, reach. Going with a little more flow. So we got them both going at the same time. Now you can think about your tower legs, feet in the springs again. Stretch the springs down. Stretch the springs out. All right, and let's get it going. 4, 3, 2, 1. Both legs up, head is down, and bend those knees. And again, remember to bend those knees. Put that head down whenever it needs to be put down. Double leg stretch. All right, so we're going to have both legs reaching. Again, pay attention to how your body feels. You could always go down to the single leg stretch instead of doing double. Chin to the chest, exhale. Everybody scoop up now. Think about tabletop legs. Think about the arms just gently right by you. And you're going to reach, look like a moment, like a V, and then scoop around and finding a better scoop. So take an inhale and exhale. You're trying to maintain your scoop consistently and maybe get a little better. And then see if you can hang on to it. 5 more. Reach and pull. You could be doing this with your head down. Core stabilized. Belly button's like an anchor. Up and around. Reach. 1 more for good measure. And down. Again, let's rock hip side to hip side. Should probably call this a 1 more for good measure workout. As I keep saying that. All right. And good. All right, so we're going to flip over at this point. So rolling over, you want to be laying on your tummy. And if you got your towel, you could just have it for your face. So you're not on your mat per se. But I want you to take a moment, just pull the legs nice and long, reaching. Arms are out to your side. Maybe your palms are just outside of the edges of your mat. And let's engage the legs. So they're reaching. The bottom is squeezing. The belly button's drawn up and in. And then I'm just going to hover the nose right here. And with an easy press into the floor, I want to breathe in and just lift my face away from the mat, going into extension. And then exhale, come on down. Neckline is going to stay long. All right, so we're thinking about the thoracic region, everywhere your rib cage is what's moving here. The glutes are squeezing to keep the pelvis from rocking around and also to stabilize that lumbar spine. So inhale, lift, and exhale, reach down. 2 more like this. And I'm going to start, adding a little more. So feel free to go where it feels good. And lift. And lower. Now, let the arms come with you. So they're just going to hover, and everything gets to come down. And they're going to hover, and down. It's an inhale, and an exhale. And an inhale and an exhale. Breathing in, breathing out. Feel yourself pull away, curl away, press in. I'm breathing in. And one more to work. Breathing in and down. Now, arms are going to come down to your body side. Palms are facing the ceiling, all right? But try not to let the shoulders roll forward. Think about that openness. Think about long box. Think about back row series, a plow. And let's just take a moment. Hover your nose and just plow away. All right? We're accessing gravity here so that our rear deltoids have to work against the gravity to lift up and down. Shoulders are rolled open and you're just in a neutral dart position with your spine. Good. And then take them a little wider. Think of airplane arms. Palms are still to the ceiling. Shoulders are still rolled open. And lift there. Good. Range of motion is up to you and your upper back and your shoulders. And I'm just hovering with my face. Let's go 4, 3, press, 1. Bring them back down to your body sides. Palms face your body. All right, and you can even think about your pinkies rolling back. But we're going to add a little more extension work. So shoulders rolled open. You're going to inhale, and I want you to feel like your fingers reach a little further. And exhale, down. Inhale, and lower. And inhale, and lower. And inhale, and lower. 5 more. Breathing in and out. Working both directions. Lift and lower. Reach. And last one, reach and lower. Good. Bring your hands so they're under their shoulders. And we're going to bring ourselves up. And then go ahead and walk your knees so you're in all fours, hands and knees. Take a moment, be in neutral, and then tuck in the pelvis, round your spine, going to a nice cat arch, cat stretch. Breathing in now, I want you to think tailbone. Work your way through the spine until finally you're at the crown of your head and you're back to neutral all the way across. And then tuck the pelvis, scoop the abs up, reach in. Feel those pajamas just squinch on you. And then inhale, tailbone to crown of head. Find your neutral, tailbone to crown of head. Find your cat stretch. Inhale, tailbone to crown of head. Find your neutral. All right, from here. For those of you whose knees are not enjoying the pressure, feel free to either throw that towel under your knees or eliminate these moves, but I won't take you here too long. Take a moment, find your all fours, stretch your left leg back, and you want to feel that your pelvis hasn't rolled, that you're still square, and then see if you can add your right arm. We're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring them both down. Set it up, right leg, stretch it back and lift. Good, holding, add your left arm, and holding 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring them both down. Let's do it again. Left leg, reach it back. Right arm, reach it out. 5, 4, holding, 2, 1. Both come down. Right leg, reach back. Get that squeeze in the right cheek. Left arm, reach it out. And holding. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both of them come down. All right. I'm going to bring you back down to your belly so you can walk your knees back. Lower your body down. And you're back on your core. Okay, so we're We're going to do a little hamstring work here that mimics that long box where we tie the ropes and knots and we get their feet in the short strap and climb on top of the box. All right, you know it. It's everyone's favorite. So heels together, toes apart, knees apart. Let you absorb that. All right, and just a nice easy hover here, shoulders down and away. And what I want you to do is squeeze those heels tight together and then squeeze your heels towards your bottom. Let's do 10, 9, 8, belly button in, bottom tight, pelvis flat. And we got 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, walk the thighs together. So heels together, toes apart, toes together, and legs together. Pelvis flat, all right? And go ahead and squeeze 10, 9, 8, 7. Nothing's moving but the knee joints. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to go back, knees apart, heels together, toes apart. See if you can lift those thighs up a little bit. And then squeeze 10, 9, 8. Lumbar spine should be happy. So draw the abs in on that lumbar spine. Keep it happy. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Walk the thighs together. Legs are parallel. Point the feet. This one's tough. See if you can just lighten the load into the thighs. And then squeeze 10, 9, 8. 7. You'll know you're doing it because it's like, ooh, that is a little harder. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and release the legs nice and long and breathing. All right. Once again, push yourself up onto all fours. This time, walk the knees under and let's go ahead and go right into a shell pose. So letting the hips go heavy towards the heels, or you can think of your child pose. And just take a moment, open up the glutes, the hamstrings, the spine, supporting yourself with your upper body if you need to, or if you can make that head rest, go for that. Breathing in and out. I'm going to take my arms down, palms to the ceiling. Let the shoulders roll towards the mat now. That's a nice stretch for your shoulder blades, upper back. Breathe in and out. And then walk your hands out towards the other end of your mat, pressing your palms into the mat, and just open the armpit, so to speak, and stretch the lats. Good. All right. And at this point, this is where I'm going to transition you so we're laying on our side so we can do some of those side lighting leg work. So coming on your side, if you got a towel, you can fold it up. You can even use that roll of toilet paper. I'm going to put my towel over it just because it is a high commodity and I need to have this thing around. All right, so take a moment. You're laying on your side. And what I like to say in class is I get a nice bird's eye profile shot of you. So you should not be in bed, even though you're in your pajamas, but you should feel like, oh yeah, I'm actively laying down on my side. This toilet paper actually works perfectly. It's a nice little lift. As you can see, my neckline is not cocked in one way or another. All right, so bottom leg is active. Both feet are pointed, and I just want you to lift and lower that top leg. And notice I'm not going very high because I'm going to keep my kneecap pointing right at you so that I can really target that outer hip thigh muscle to be doing the work rather than my quad. And I lost count, of course, so we're going to do 3 more. 3 and 2 and 1. And then we're going to flex both feet so you can think energy through the heels. Seam of my pants is a little bugging me. All right, and then 10, 9, same idea. I'm working. You can see. Good. Up and down. Make those flamingos fly. 3, 2, 1. Good. Now I'm going to go back to pointed feet. Keep the bottom leg active. I'm just going to lift that top leg a little bit. Notice it's like kind of right out of sit bone alignment. And I'm just going to kick it forward and back. I'm not going very big because if I go too big, I'm going to lose my body position. But as you get comfortable with it, challenge it. And as the leg goes forward, connect those transverse abs. Keep them connected as the leg goes back. Feel that cheek squeeze a little. And then bring it forward and back, forward and back. Top arm can be out there, but definitely not too much body weight there. If you can put your hand to your hip or to your body side, you're going to work your core even more. All right, now circles. Think of the horizon. You're going to come forward, circle around like the sun setting on the ocean. Forward, circle around, breathing in, exhale. And breathing in and exhale. I'm going to do one more in this direction. Breathing in and exhale. And now the other direction. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to circle around to the front. Again, I'm being very careful not to let my core lose its good form as I take the weight of that leg away from my body midline and my center, and around you go, and back and around you go. And give me one more. Back and around you go. Bring the leg over the bottom leg. And then at this point, tabletop both legs. All right, so you got the bottom leg in tabletop position. You got the top leg right on top of it. And check into your core again. Fluff your little head pillow. And then with the legs resting for a moment, I want you to just open and close clamshells. Now the clamshells, range of motion is coming out of that hip socket. You do not want to feel that pelvis roll back. All right. So if you're getting that nice quiet position and it's just getting into that outer hip and thigh. All right. Let's go 4, 3, 2, 1. What I'm going to do now is lift the bottom portion of my legs. So that thigh's still on the floor, but the rest isn't. And then I'm going to do another 10. And my goal is still to keep that pelvis from moving. Isolate the work with that external rotators. And breathe it. Good. And let's get 4, 3, working that core, 2, 1, and down. Good. Take the legs back out nice and long. External rotation. You might have to kind of just shimmy yourself. Okay, we did this one in my first video, and I'm going to make sure I do both sides this time. But develope. So let's think about the develope on the foot bar, because I know that's one that we all struggled with in terms of learning. Now some of us can do it in our sleep. But you're going to draw the leg up to the ceiling, touch the foot bar, flex both feet, point both feet. That's a little tricky. Bend the knee, come back through. So draw the leg up, touch, lift, flex, point, bend the knee, and come back. Checking in that lower waistline. Notice how mine just kind of dropped a little. So I got to be careful with my range of motion with that leg. If I get too high, I'm going to totally lose that lift, that support system I got going. Yeah, it's a tricky one. And then one more. Develop the leg up, touch, lift, flex, point, bend, and reach. I was struggling with that one. I like it on the reformer way better. All right. I'm going to give you a heaven stretch. So back to tabletop the legs. Let yourself be a little more on the comfortable side. Now stretch the bottom arm out, stretch the top arm up. And we're going to just open up like a big, heavy book. My head's going to go off my toilet paper, and I'm going to just open up as far as I can. Take a big inhale, looking, and then exhale, coming over, closing it up. And then inhale, open it up, breathing in, and exhale. And I'm basically watching that hand travel. So let my upper torso spiral around. And close. And then breathing in. Getting a nice twist. We haven't done much twisting yet. And let's do this last one. We're going to hold it. All right, so I want you to open up. Give me a moment. Now just let yourself be heavy into the mat. Your legs are heavy, your upper body, your arms are reaching, your head is looking as far as it can. And hold for 3, 2, 1 more big inhale, exhale. And then big inhale to get ready. Use the exhale to close it all up. And you got it. All right, so at this point, I want to kind of do a reset move. So we're going to be sitting on our bottoms. Towel can be handy. Definitely have that toilet paper. All right, so sitting on your bottom. Don't worry, we will get to that other leg. But grabbing the toilet paper, put it between your knees again. Okay, so your feet are flat, knees are bent, and take a moment, just find yourself on your sit bones, lengthen up through your spine as much as you can. Now you can hold on to your legs here, but I want you to tilt the pelvis and just roll back. And you got a nice little squeeze. And just go think of that halfway mark, all right? Like we're doing our straps, all right? And then stay rounded for me till you feel your sit bones again, and then lengthen your way up. And then tilt your pelvis, round back. Breathe in, scoop the abs even better to bring you back and sit you up tall. And tilt the pelvis, round back. Breathe in, scoop the abs even better. And sit up tall. Arms out, tilt the pelvis, round back. Breathe in, almost like you're diving. Think of short box work. All right, we tilt the pelvis, we roll back, we take a moment, lift those arms. Woo, that's harder without the strap on your feet. Dive your back and then up. So that's definitely an add-on that some of us might say, no, not going there. And one more, any old way you're doing it. If you're still holding on to those legs, good. Breathe in and pull and up. Good. All right, so let's go to the other leg. So I'm going to roll over. And if you forgot which leg you did, well, you'll figure it out real quick. But toilet paper, towel. Oh, so comfy. Right? Okay, so take a moment. Let's think of that. I got a nice posture shot of you. I can see that bird's eye view. Bottom leg is active. Top leg is active. Mid body is active. Toilet paper's just right. And we're going to just lift and lower. Now, both feet are pointed. Kneecap is facing directly ahead. Feel energy out of that leg. This hip flexor is open and flat. That cheek is holding that leg in that nice alignment. That core is stabilizing. So as the leg goes up and down, you don't drop in that rib cage at all. All right, and I lost count, but let's go 3 and 2 and 1. Flex both feet, top leg, up and down, up and down. We can make a game out of how many times Nancy loses count. Don't go there. Yeah, Nancy has to do so many push-ups, right? That would probably be the better result. And 3 and 2 and 1. Point both feet again. Lift that top leg so it's like out of that sit bone. So it's not down, it's just out there. And you're going to swing forward and back, forward and back. Putting that hand out front, do a little finger support, but try and find that support system in you. And remember the transverse abs, big seatbelt, squeeze the glute, forward and back. Now let's go 3. And of course, we're not done with this one. 1. And we're going to do into those semicircles. So coming up, circle away to the rear. You should feel that hip flexor even more open, that squeeze. And then forward and around. You're going to do 5. Some of you know exactly what you're doing. You're going to throw in a few more. Other direction, back, circle around. It's all happening in that hip socket. Circle it around. back, circle it around. 2 more, back and circle around. Last one, back and circle around. Tabletop both legs. All right, so you got a 90-degree hip angle, 90-degree knee angle. Now we did the first set of clamshells. We still got that good core, and we're just using that top leg, all right, to move. Mobilize that hip. And you're going to be limited by the fact that you're not going to let the pelvis go. All right, you're just going to isolate into that hip socket. And I'm going to get 3, 2, 1. And the second set, we elevated the bottom portion of our legs. And the danger on that elevation is like really sinking into that waistline. So feel that you're still there, even though you got that going on. And then 10 more to do. All right. Good. And again, mobilizing in that hip socket. And I'm going to do 4, 3, 2, 1. Let that come down. Take the legs back out nice and long. Here comes our developing move. See if you can get that bottom leg a little bit external rotation, top leg external rotation. That means heels together, toes apart. You're rolling out from the hips. Core is engaged. You're going to draw that leg up, reach it to the ceiling, touch down, lift up, flex, point, bend the knee, return. Draw the leg up to the ceiling, touch, lift, flex, point, bend, and return. Breathing. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. And draw it up. Touch. Lift, almost lost it. Flex, point, bend, and return. And last one, keeping that core nice and quiet all the way through. Flex, point, bend, and lengthen. Good. All right, bend both knees back to that tabletop. Get comfy here. I'm not going to worry about my pillow at the moment. Heaven stretch. So bottom arm stretched out, top arm on top. I like to think of a big ancient book with this beautiful binding that I'm going to support all the way open. Breathe into it. And then I'm going to support that binding, draw in the core, and exhale all the way back here. All right. And then inhale, open all the way. Breathe in and close it up. And breathing in, open all the way. Good. And close it up. And inhale, exhale all the way. And let's hang out on this one. Feel the legs heavy to the mat. Feel the arms, the rib cage rolling open, looking as far as you can. And breathe in. And then big inhale, get ready. Exhale, support that binding and come all the way back. Good. All right, sitting on your bottoms again. I'm going to go the other direction. So we did those half roll backs a moment ago with the toilet paper in between our knees and rolling halfway. Well, I'm going to work into full body roll up. So I'll incrementally go through those. Now for a few of my clients, I know a towel right about there feels good to help you. So, and you can try that. If you've never tried it before and thought, well, maybe I would like that. Go for it. I'm sweating. My pajamas are going to need to go into the laundry. All right. Tilt the pelvis around back just the halfway one. Breathe in. Forward flexion. Sit up tall. Again, you can be holding on to your pajama legs, pants, your legs. Or you could have your arms out in front. Breathe in. Forward. Sit up tall. Tilt the pelvis. Create that C curve. Breathe into it. Dive. And sit up tall. Lengthen the legs. Tilt the pelvis. Roll back into your C curve. Breathe in. Forward flexion. My legs are sit bone distance apart. You could go a little wider, kind of like we do on the tower, or you could even have those legs tight together. Narrow stance is a little more challenging. Full body roll down. I want you to go all the way. Go as smooth and as slow as you can. Making your way down. Take a moment. Let the head rest. Let the arms reach. Feel the length. Breathe into it. Arms coming up and through. Chin to the chest. See if you can roll your way back through. Take a moment. Dive over the legs. Reach for your tippy toes. And then let's restack the vertebrae. Feel as tall and long as you can. And then tilt the pelvis. Rolling down. We're going for the smooth. Imagine you got that spring-loaded bar to help you. You're going to pull it over your head now. I'm bringing it back. Imagine you got that spring-loaded bar. Diving and sit up tall. For those of you not using your towel back there, you could use your towel there. Tilt the pelvis. And just having something to hold on to pull into is amazing how that can guide you. And imagine I'm grabbing it, helping you up. And then dive over and sit up tall. And one more. Tilt the pelvis. Roll on down. Smooth as you can make it happen. Take a nice length moment. Chin to the chest. Flex on up. Pulling those abs in. Scooping. Stretch. And stack the vertebrae. Nice and tall. Good. Okay. Let's take a moment to do a wardrobe malfunction there. All right. Losing your pants on the roll downs. That's not a common thing. All right. I am going to take my legs as wide as my yoga mat. So you can think wider than sit bones. If you got a towel, great. You can play with that still. If not, just imagine you got one. Breathing in. I want you to exhale and go ahead and twist to your left for 3, 2, 1. Find your center and right. This is like being on the short box. Now, if your quads or your hamstrings are not happy about this position, bending your knees a little is good. Just ease off of that. You're still thinking everything's steady. Rib cage takes the journey. Let's do it one more time each side. And one more time. And center it up and relax. Good. All right. Take a moment. Just go ahead and lay yourself all the way down. And we're just going to finish up this little series here. Take a moment. Be long with the legs outstretched. Flex your feet as hard as you can. Imagine you're standing on the floor. Open up your hip flexors. Lengthen through the spine. And then slice the arms up past your head. And get a nice energy reaching that way. And then what I really want you to do is let your rib cage lift a little. And you'll feel your abs stretch. And you'll feel some space under your lumbar spine, under your rib cage. And then I want you to press that rib cage down. And then inhale, let it lift. And exhale, press it down. And inhale, let it lift. And your lungs are 2 big balloons. They're going to help you float that rib cage up. And exhale, deflate the lungs and let them go down. And inhale, lift. And exhale down. Last one, inhale. And exhale down. Circle the arms around to your body side. Bend a knee, bend a knee. Tilt that pelvis, bend the knee in, bend the knee in. Take a moment, just be rounded here in that low back. Pulling your chin towards your chest, pull your head up. Hold this rounded position. Let's get some momentum rocks. Maybe you need a couple, maybe you need one, maybe you need 3, 4, 5. And just see if you can arrive nice and easy. Go ahead and sit facing me. Sit crisscross applesauce if that feels good. Or you could do the Z sit. Pick a leg, any leg. We'll do them both. Some of us in the hips and knees are not happy about that. Or you could have your legs out in front of you kind of resting a little further away from your core. I do want you to think on your sit bones, nice and level. And I'm going to show everything. So you pick where you're at. We're going to do just a little side flexion. So I want you to take an arm up and just go over. Now watch that shoulder is going to drop and you're going to get that stretch. And just feel that hip staying down. Breathing in, breathing out. Stretch over. You could do this sitting in a chair. So if you want to pop up real quick, sit in a chair and do this, that works. Breathing in and out. Feel that nice long moment. You're straight as an arrow. And inhale, exhale. Get that curve. And straight up. I'm going to switch my position. I'm going to try my crisscross applesauce here. Breathing in, breathing out. Trying to let my legs just relax and focus on that core. Those side flexors opening. I'm not putting a bunch of weight in my arm. I'm kind of thinking about work that waistline to guide me into that side flexion. Good. I'm going to try a couple of Z sits. Do a couple, I got that leg back. Good. If you've been Z sitting for a while, I hope you've switched the leg. I'm going to do one more each side on this. Breathing in, breathing out. And then I'm going to switch my Z sit so I can get that side going. Breathe in, breathe out. Every side is a little different. Stretch. Good. Sure do miss all of you. I miss having the camaraderie. We've spoken about that in our emails and just the interactions that we all have, the community we've built here. Go ahead and rest that. Yeah, I've been coming in doing my own workouts and that's been fun. I did some jump board and kicked my own butt on that one. So I'll be ready for you, that's for sure. And I hope you'll be ready for me. We'll come back to this and we'll all be a little less Pilates than we want to be, but we're going to get right back on those reformers and get those bodies back to where they love the movement and are feeling good for it. So give me some feedback on the pajama party. Pajama party Pilates. Ooh, might have to coin that one, right? And I hope you're doing great. Ciao.